it. Okay. All right, Nami, thank you so much. I'll be shouting out Nami, or any of my other mods that are here lurking. Oh, wait, let me say something really quick. I know some people have already done it. But if anyone wants to like, I hate the term apply, but if anyone wants to apply to be a moderator, join my Discord server with command exclamation point Discord, and under info there should be something that's like apply to be a mod. Um, yeah, y'all can do that. Oh, and I'm broke as hell, so if anyone wants to donate anything, exclamation point coffee. That would be a great place to donate. I also have stuff on there that you can get for free, so that's really great. So yeah, I don't want to ask for money because I feel like that's really lame. So I'm just letting y'all know now, really quick, before we get into the video. Yep, there we go. Okay. Did someone just subscribe? Did I miss that? Oh my goodness, thank you for subscribing. My dream growing up was to be a YouTuber, and every day when I do social media, I heal my inner child, and it's because of y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, wait, I thought I turned my alerts off. Hold up, there we go. Because of y'all, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get into it. Genshin and Hoyo, hot takes and unpopular opinions. First of all, some rules and disclaimers. Number one, be nice and respectful. No one is stupid for having an opinion, okay? It's their opinion. No bullying is allowed. The next rule, no racism, sexism, homophobia, or transphobia, or anything of the nature. You will be banned. We don't play like that in this household. No, 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 no. Do. Hobikage and mods have reworded some of the submissions, so we cut out some cussing and just like some filler stuff to make it fit into the slideshow. And this is anonymous. If you submitted something and it's a very hot take, don't claim it. Don't claim it. Don't say that was me. Keep that to yourself. All right, that's between you and God. And this will be a YouTube video, so mind your manners. Okay. Understood. Everyone got this? Okay, Nami, could you put up the first hit or miss poll? Oh, where the button at? There we go. Ready? I ate. I low-key ate with that. People who ship Alhaitham and Kaveh do not like Alhaitham in the slightest and often miscategorize him as mean and uncaring. So Alhaitham and Kaveh are a really popular ship. They're the definition of, and they were roommates. Me personally, I got a hot take. If you are purposefully like adding in headcanon about a character, like changing that, then that's okay because you're like purposefully doing it, right? But if you're making your headcanon and saying, well, that's actually canon, then it's like, no, it's not. That's your headcanon. So I headcanon Alhaitham as like a really like alpha, like my pheromones will trap anyone, and Kaveh pays rent by this and that. That's how I view Alhaitham, even though I know it's not canon. Okay, that's how I view him. Don't ask me how I view Kaveh because that's gonna be wild. Hmm. Alhaitham was kind of mean in the story or whatever, but really he's just an edgy kid in the library we all kind of had a crush on. Okay. Okay, that's tea. That's tea. Pave's just a wet alley cat. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, based on Alhaitham's voice lines, he did seem mean. Okay. Are we are we agreeing that Alhaitham is a bit, I don't want to say mean. I want to say Alhaitham is, ooh, I don't want to say sassy. I hate when people are like, so and so sassy, but I feel like he's okay, not as much, but you know how Bakugo from My Hero Academia says like out of pocket stuff, but no one listens to him because it's like no everyone knows he doesn't really mean it. That's how I view Al. Okay, the poll came back and it said 67% of us said this was a miss, not a hit. I'm actually going to keep the chat up right here because I think it's easier. Mhm. Mhm. But he does care. I think he cares a lot too because in the story, doesn't Al not want Kaveh to move out? I thought that was like a whole thing. Al is very literal and does not hide it when he dislikes something. I heard that was true. I've also seen people headcanon him as being on the spectrum a little bit. How do we feel about that? He cares, but he is a jerk, but he loves Kaveh. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking, to be honest, in his own way. It's a hit. Okay, so we voted miss, but I feel like some people do feel like it's a hit. So we're I don't know. I'm feeling 50-50. As an autistic person, I adore the Spectrum headcanon. That was a heart. I meant to do a heart. I love this autistic. Isn't that a TikTok audio where it's like, I love this autistic man, or where's that autistic man? Isn't that a TikTok audio? I find that to be so funny. Okay, the next headcanon, I tried to group them so they're all similar. So I don't even remember what I put. Another shipping headcanon. When people ship Traveler X character, most of the time they don't really mean Traveler. They really just self-shipping and they should just say it. Like I ship Traveler X Child, but I self-ship with Farina. Label stuff correctly, folks. It ain't hard. LOL, Kachal, you said autistic rids. That is 100% Al. Okay, y'all vote. The poll is up. Is this a hit or is this a miss? My only opinion on Traveler is if you ship Lumine with someone, you have to ship Aether with someone. That's my only thing. Oh my gosh, wait, high key a miss? I feel like maybe this just boils down to labeling things correctly. I feel like that's a big issue in general in fandom spaces. And maybe because I think a lot of people got into Genshin and it was like their first fandom they're engrossed in, they may have some kind of aversion to self-shipping. So they kind of accidentally insert themselves. Like a lot of people think Traveler is not their own character. It is like a YN thing. A lot of people think that. Low-key a hit, it is hard to think about. Hmm. People play as Traveler, give them their own name, etc. So aren't they a self-insert? I feel like they have too much of a story to be a self-insert, you know what I mean? Wait a minute. You ship Lumine with Child and Aether with Zhao? How do you not ship Lumine with Zhao? Lumine and Zhao is gold. All right, the results are in. The poll is back. 52% of us said this was a hit. That's true. Traveler has too much lore to be a self-insert. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is a nice one. This one's lighthearted, okay? The teapot is not actually, oh, wait, sorry. The teapot is really fun to build in, and I like the remarkable chest. I have seen I have seen some people say the teapot is boring. I don't think the teapot is boring. I do not mess with the teapot because that's a whole nother mechanic that I have to learn. It's a whole nother something. And I'm not big on learning new things if I'm gonna be interested. I will say Chinese fans, Chinese fans, they gonna eat you up in that teapot. I've seen their teapots. It's wild out there. It's an it may be an unpopular opinion because this was, even though this isn't really a hot take, it can be considered an unpopular opinion. But also, I think we just needed something a little lighthearted, a little nice, you know? This could turn into a bloodbath really quickly. Also, to anyone watching on TikTok, I can barely read chat because it's like so small on my computer, so I'm so sorry if I miss any messages um on TikTok. Okay, so you're saying the issue with the teapot is that it is restrictive. You've got to spend time and resources crafting all the furniture, and that's what is boring about it. I agree. I agree. It's a whole nother game within the game. And that kind of makes Genshin a little bit overwhelming in my opinion. Just in my humble opinion, that's what makes Genshin a little boring. It's being overwhelmed with everything that can kind of just make you not want to do anything. Also, I do want to say this is going on YouTube, so don't say anything too wild, guys, okay? Because the internet is forever. And that was a hit. 71% of us voted hit for that. Okay, let me check something on my phone really quick. Mm-mm-mm-mm. As someone who has built, oh my gosh, Julie, as someone who has built like 4 worlds in the teapot, it's just has so many flaws with it. The remarkable chests only give you the blueprint and like 2 promotes. It's annoying. Honestly, I only go to the remarkable chests because they're pretty. I did not know they actually gave you furniture. Like I have never looked at what they gave you. I didn't know there was a difference until I was playing with my friend Toidle Park, and she was like, "I don't need a remarkable chest," and I was like, "Huh?" And she explained the difference. Let me have a sip of tea before this. Oh gosh, y'all can hear me coughing. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Turn that gain right back down. Y'all can still hear me. Oh gosh. Hello. I've made my mic a little too powerful. Oh, before I read this, chat says the card. Can I be honest? Can I be vulnerable for a second? I ain't never touched that card game. If they want to sell real cards like Pokemon cards, I'm all in. But I ain't never touched that card game. No, not in this, not in this economy. Okay. The reason Natlan's criticism and boycott is so visible and loud, as opposed to our criticism of Sumeru, is because we are united in our voice and messaging about Natlan. Sumeru's criticism was written, right? Filled with. I'm going to change that word to filled with. It was filled with infighting from those of the cultures concerning Sumeru and people telling us to wait for Natlan for melanated representation, so it went nowhere. Okay. So the reason why this criticism and boycott of Natlan is so loud is because people are all speaking together, whereas with Sumeru, people were arguing with people of culture and telling them just to wait till Natlan. Hit or miss? Is this a hit or miss? I think, actually, wait, pause. I don't know if I say hit all the way because I still see a lot of infighting. Um, I still see a lot of infighting, especially like not infighting. It's really everyone versus the blatantly racist and then neutral people who don't care. You know? Maybe with Sumeru, it was like a whole bunch of angry people, like everyone was just angry. And there was like barely any teams to square off against each other. But now it's kind of like there's a division. We see a clear division, a clear divide, and we have the voice actors and some of the bigger influencers have said something. So we have like bigger soldiers to fight our battles. So maybe it did eat. Maybe I was just wrong. Hit or miss, the poll's ending, So let's see. Let's see. According to chat, this was a hit, 100% hit. Oh my word, with 26 votes, 100% hit. I think the main reason Sumeru's criticism flopped is because most of the fan base accepted it too quick. Go ahead and speak on it. You think it has something to do with Sino and Colley's? I've always called her E. coli. I don't remember her name, which is not me making fun of the culture. I give every single character equally a ridiculous nickname in Genshin. Okay, so Sino and Colley. I'm pretty sure that's how you say. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. Sino and Colley in the manga. So many people were like, well, their designs were already established. Yeah, that's silly because designs can change all the time. Have y'all seen SpongeBob 2024? SpongeBob 2024 looks ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like you're someone. That's the T. That's the T. I feel like if you're someone who blindly supports Hoyo and just quote doesn't care, you're a little bit ignorant and foolish to believe that this somehow won't affect you. Like a lot of people will assume, well, it's not my culture. This doesn't really have anything to do with you. What? What ideologies are being perpetuated and supported? You know? This this has given racist people something to yell about, something to call people slurs about, you know? Because literally, if the characters were done well, right? I'm not even asking for Wakanda. I'm just like little caramel. If they were done like in a mildly acceptable way, then the racist people would just be like, oh man, this sucks. But since they're done bad, it's like, ha, even Hoyo doesn't like y'all. And it gives the racist people more of a platform, more of a talking point. It gives them more ammunition, you know? That's the issue. That's the issue. Hello from Brazil. Hello, hello. No, 100. Anyone that's like, let's just enjoy the game. Let's just enjoy the show. Let's just enjoy this. I'm like, I'm sorry, love. I can't do that. My brain functions 24/7. I have to think. I'm not Sage from The Boys. I can't just end and make my brain go away. By the way, thank you to everyone who has followed. I'm not shouting everyone out who has followed me so far because I'm making this into a YouTube video and it's a little hard to edit when everything's going on. So thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Okay, the next one. Another Natlan criticism. The reason Natlan's criticism and boycott is, oh my gosh, it's the same one. I repeated it. Okay, my bad. Here's the next one. This is a 2-for-1 deal. Nuvolette and Scaramouche are both overrated. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. I I can actually speak on this. I can speak on this. Nuvolette, I pulled him because I was like, ow, dragon. Oh. I pulled for him because I'm a low life simp. What can I say? I don't leave the house. I live vicariously through anime-esque characters. I have no life. So I pulled for him. He's benched. I've like never actually played him. I don't like the way he plays. I don't like it at all. But I like looking at him. Real pretty. As for Scaramouche, Scaramouche is an absolute unit. Scara is an absolute unit. First of all, if you cannot navigate the game, he is the best for getting through puzzles, dungeons, dragons, anything. Scar's your kid. He's your guy for that. He's so reliable, so good. So I use him like literally. He is my only main DPS. I will not stand for Scar Pookie slander. Period. Period. Oh no, the ads. 5 ads. Rip. Rip. Maybe we'll stay a little longer on this one. We'll stay a little longer for this one because of the ads. I'm gonna get to the Farina comments in just 1 second. Because we're voting for Scara right now. Yes. These are 2 separate takes, so we're voting for the first one right now. The first take. This one. I pulled Nuvi because this kit looked fun, but it got boring really fast. I agree with you. At first, I was like, "Oh snap, he's got like a bazooka, wow!" But in practice, I was like, "This is not like fun to play with." It required a level of oh my oh my wait guys, we had 50-50 on the first one. 50-50, Nuvolette and Scara being overrated and overhyped. As our first tie. That's our first tie. Nuvolette, a nonchalant king. He's great. I pulled Nuvolette, and honestly, I don't really like playing him. Does anyone play Nuvolette and like really enjoy playing Nuvolette? Also, to anyone who has followed me in the past few minutes, sorry I have missed your message. I have my thingies turned off, although I still hear the audio. I have my whatchamacallit turned off, so I can't hear it. And I'm filming a YouTube video right now, so it'll be easier to edit if I don't say thank you for the follow consistently. Also, I don't know where my ads manager went. I can't see if I even have an ad playing right now. Sorry, on to the next one, okay? So the next unpopular opinion is Farina is by far the best written character and has the best constellations in the game. Also, her animations are beautiful. Now, I do have an opinion on her animations. I think they're too long, too big, too loud. And when you are trying to play her, it's like, why did we just have a whole commercial break? Why are the curtains going? The actors are on stage. Too much is happening. Like, I want a real quick, cute animation. It just feels too long. It's probably the same time as all the other ones. It just feels too long. Everyone's saying hit. Oh my goodness. Everyone's saying hit. Am I the problem? Is it me? Is it me? So everyone says that she's well written. That's true. She does have really good outfits. Well, you have Cease, you have Scara, and oh, you think Nuvolette's playstyle is more fun out of the two? I think Nuvolette versus Scara, I think Nuvolette has more of a you have to be more active in his playstyle than Scara. Like if you have Scara and Layla, throw up that shield and call it a day. Throw up that shield and call it a day. I wouldn't say that she is by far the best, but definitely one of the best when it comes to Farina. Now, I'm still like halfway through that stupid Archon quest. That's a lie. I'm halfway through like the first quarter or the second quarter of the Archon quest. But I did watch my brother play it, and I know what happens. I think there's just too much happening in Genshin, and I'm burnt out, and I quite frankly don't care too much. You know what I mean? All right. Well, 76% of people said this was an absolute hit. So Farina, according to 76% of us, said he is the best written character and has the best constellations. We have another two coming up. This is two. So we're going to do the first one right. This one's really quick. What's wrong with characters having animal parts? So for those who don't know, China apparently has like a rule like no half animal characters. I don't know what happened to make them have to make that a law, but from what I was told, because I was told that Zenla Zone Zero had to get like a United States base. They had to like get some land in America, get some foothold in America, because they have a lot of animal characters. I almost said animal crackers, animal characters in the game, and that's not allowed in China. Don't quote me on that. Somebody Google it and drop the link in Discord for me so I can have some proof. But that's what I've been told. Me personally, I've seen Beastars and Zootopia, so I don't I don't know. I don't know. They said no furries allowed, which is so funny for China to have like a no furry. Be like no furries when Chinese furries are actually the best. And you can quote me on that. You can quote me on that. All right. I may tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie. Have you seen them? They eat it up every time. They eat it up. American furries cannot compete. This is also the longest poll. Um, so no one has a hot take or an opinion. Like everyone's like chill with the animal-esque characters. Anthropomorphic. What's the word? Holy dickens. Anthropomorphic? No. Anthropomorphic? Oh my goodness. What is the word? And okay, hold up. We got the word in chat. And wait. Anthropomorphic. 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 I don't even know what I was talking about. 100% of people said it was a hit. Like there's nothing wrong with anthropomorphic characters. Goodness gracious. All right, the next one. I gotta drink something. Hold up. I gotta drink something. Mm. The next one. They are adding too much to the game. I have no time to play. So is Genshin adding too much to the game? Is it taking up too much time? I think I think they have made a game that causes an addiction. And so for the people that are addicted, there's enough material. There's like stuff for them to do. It's if Genshin is trying to make it a lifestyle out of playing the game, then yeah, totally. But 99 point most of us have a life, have a job, have family or whatever, I can't sell my soul to this game. And so for me to even hold a torch to these other people that like dedicate their lives to Genshin, it's ridiculous, it's absurd. I'm probably not gonna be able to keep up. And that is one thing that I've had an issue with. People will say like your account's so mid or this and that, or how do you not have higher reputation, and it's like, I'm so sorry. I play other games, I read books, I read manga, I work, I go to school, I touch grass, like, you know? So you're saying your addiction is called autism. That's so real though. That's so real. I have other things to do, juggling that with my job and life, 100%. Okay, we said hit, 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 quest, abyss, the new endgame thing. There's too much and not enough time. Does it even make you want to do it? Like, I feel like Genshin adds stuff and it's like, I genuinely don't care, you know? Miss, they need to add more. I love the content. All right, Ezra says, Miss, more content, more content, more content. Also, sorry to people on TikTok. I can't really read y'all too well, read y'all chat too well. But yeah. Do-do-do-do. I have too much downtime. Well, if you're gonna spend your time doing something, at least do something that you love. And if that's Genshin, go for it. What? 68% of y'all said miss? 68% of us said miss. Genshin didn't has not added too much content. All right, so just the more the merrier. But what about the people that are gonna start playing the game today? Like the people that are that are seeing everything go on. They're just like, wow, I want to get into it. I would literally cry if I had to play Genshin from like day one, chapter one right now. TikTok chat says the game actually lacks content, TPH. I think maybe we could say the game lacks engaging content because I find doing the story and the Archon quest to be quite passive, you know? Um, it's just listening and clicking, listening and clicking. That's TV. Um, so I think sometimes the game could lack engaging content. Emphasis on engaging. People who are new have a disadvantage of not having established characters and items, but they do have the advantage of not having to wait for new things. It takes a long time to catch up. That is true. That is true. I would say one disadvantage of starting now is also the um the items that are limited, like limited time items or event items that you can't get. Because I would totally pull for Klee. I would totally pull for Klee if I can get her weapon. But I can't do that, love. I can't do that. Okay, the next one. This is a big one. Y'all give me a second to read this. I got dyslexia. Whales in the community are the ones who hold power, a lot of power. Whoa, I already messed up. Look at that. Whales in the community are the ones who hold a lot of power. If they choose to C6R5 the natlan characters, Hoyo will never change. We as a community have to stop funding all the Hoyo games so they will finally listen. They do not care about the uproar on Twitter. They only care if their wallets get smaller. BW, I am free to play, and I encourage people who previously spent money to do the same. But of course, in the end, it is your money. I just want to say I read that so well. I read that if y'all are like OG and y'all know Hobikage can't read out loud. Y'all know I can't read out loud. I read that so well. I think I think if you're a genuine whale, especially if you're not a content creator or a Twitch streamer or something, then it's like you're probably going to keep whaling because you're an addict. You have a gambling addiction. Let's be so serious. You have a gambling addiction. That's what it is. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. You need therapy. There's no reason to spend over $2,000 in a free to play game. Unless you're filthy rich, then I bump that up to like 15K. You know? I'm always, no matter what, when it comes to like the rich, big billion-dollar companies, I'm always team make their pockets hurt. No matter what it is, make their pockets hurt. Alrighty. Oh, interesting. Zhongli got buffed after his release because of the Chinese audience. Actually, guys, after this, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. I do have some. I believe I have some links from the Chinese audience, and their thoughts on the Natlan character. So hold that thought too. The only character you wailed on was Risley. Okay, period. As you should. So was this a hit or a miss? I'm gonna say yes. However, I do think they care about what's happening on Twitter because they changed their hashtag, and I'll show y'all that later in stream. 93% of us said it was a hit. So it is a certified hit. I also have I think I have some statistics to show y'all on like the percentage of Genshin players around the world. Um, but we'll get into that later. We'll get into that later. Okay, the next one. Why do I have this on here 3 times? Ignore that, please. Okay, the next one. I think Genshin, for the most part, has excellent design, but suffers from Hoyo catering to incel fan base. It suffers from Hoyo catering to their incel fan base. We need to talk about how they market male versus female characters, making most of the female characters have undeniably better kits than men. So there's a lot to break down. Hold on. First of all, Hoyo suffers character designs, but suffers from Hoyoverse creating or curating. Wait a minute. Hoyoverse and their incel fan base. Yes or no? Does Hoyoverse focus on their incel fan base? Too many incels in gaming, sadly. Yes, sadly, but surprisingly? Question mark? No, not surprisingly. Um. Okay, so I definitely think Hoyo caters to their incel fan base. Just like not actually no, not just like most games, but Hoyo's really, yeah, they're gonna milk those incel cash cows for all they're worth. How they market male versus female characters, and female characters have undeniably better kits. Do we think the female characters have better kits? Question mark. I oh gosh. LOL, Dea and Candace would disagree. Please, please. Yeah, no, I think Shinyan too. Shinyan would disagree. 85% of one sec. Hold on. Ooh, child. 85% of us just said that this was a hit. I think someone kind of said it earlier, but it is a very nuanced thing. Like they they do a lot of intel stuff uh with the characters being like big boobs, half naked, like not half naked, but like sexualized versions of themselves. But I don't know if I'm educated enough to speak on the male versus female characters because I really just be playing for fun. I can't really talk too much about their kits or nothing. Now this is the last one. This is the last unpopular opinion for today. However, there's so many more for me to put into a slideshow. Maybe we'll do it Thursday. If not, definitely Sunday. But this is today's last unpopular opinion. And then we got some other stuff to get into. Ooh. Um, Okay, so here's what this one says. Hoyo's success is due to both Corona and their willingness to have both masculine and feminine playable characters that appeal to an array of players. Okay. Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero would be obscured as Honkai Impact the Third. I'm sorry. So Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero would be obscured as Honkai Impact Third. Oh my gosh, Honkai Impact Third was before Genshin came out if they were waifu simulators. Other companies tend to struggle with the finesse of that balance. Okay. So there's a balance between waifu simulators and like an actual good game, which leads to them giving up. I'm looking at you, Power of Fantasy. And I'm glad Kuro Games, otherwise known as Wuthering Waves Company, perfected that same finesse. I want to say one thing. Wuthering Waves has the most wild, most absolutely wild jiggle physics you'll ever see. You will ever see. I'm an anime fan and I've never seen jiggle physics that I've never seen them go like that. They're independent of each other. I was like, "What?" It's wild. It's absolutely wild. But I don't want to praise Wuthering Waves yet, although I do enjoy almost every aspect of the game. This is a miss. Every game has thrived during COVID. Okay, so this is a miss. Every game thrived during Corona. Genshin happened to blow up. And so Hoyo gained a following and used that to make more games. I think what happened during COVID is a lot of people were just rediscovering the things they liked. And so you have this cotton candy anime game that's like an open world game when you can't leave your own house. I think that was really great timing, really great marketing. You know, people are rediscovering their love for cartoons, anime, this whole aesthetic. You know, it's from China. There's so much going on. And I think that really played into it. Um, Although you also have games like Animal Crossing that are similar to that. Animal Crossing was a game that a lot of people played when they were kids. COVID hit, the Nintendo Switch is available at all stores, and people are buying the game they recognize, which is Animal Crossing. Even though Animal Crossing literally sucks low key. Low key, low key. Animal Crossing New Horizons, it's good, but it's also bad. But we'll talk about that next time. I do think it would have thrived without COVID. By the way, the poll came back. The poll said that was a hit, I believe. That was a hit. That was a hit. I think it was a very close hit or like a it almost missed. It almost missed. You know what I mean? It was mm, mm. Rip Animal Crossing New Leaf. I didn't even play New Leaf, and I know New Leaf is the best Animal Crossing game. Okay. Well, that is all for this portion of stream. Thank you. I'm gonna make a outro for my YouTube video, so everyone say goodbye to YouTube. That is all. Thank you guys so much for watching Unpopular Opinions. If you want to submit your unpopular opinions, you can join Discord in the description. Or if you're watching live on Twitch, you can type Discord in chat and it'll take you to my Discord server, and I will let y'all know next time we do unpopular opinions and hot takes. I will say a lot of people submitted their unpopular opinions and hot takes, and they were maybe too hot for this round. So we do have more left over that we will have to hit soon. There we go. Okay. Now let me catch up. If there's anything y'all wanted me to read in chat and I missed it, like any opinion y'all had to say and I missed it, let me know now. Let me know now. And let me say thank you to everyone who followed me Big Picky, thank you for the follow. Mango, thank you for the follow. Um, Anyi, thank you for the follow. Curious, thank you for the follow. King, thank you for the follow. E-Girl, thank you for the follow. Tofu, thank you for the follow. Nova's Star, thank you for the follow. Fairy Sunny, thank you for the follow. Louise, thank you for the follow. Kiki Latte, thank you for the follow. That's cute. Kiki Latte, thank you for the follow. Dean Bean, thank you for the follow. Me and only me, thank you for the follow. Berserk, thank you for the follow.